So guys, that is the update here, is that I've decided to move.
Time don't move backwards, it speeds to the future.
Hi, hello, dumelang. Guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anna. If you are a returning subscriber, you already know that. I appreciate you guys so much for coming back to yet another video. So as you guys can see by the background, things are a little bit different. So I am no longer in Limpopo, so I packed my bags and I left home. I'm now in Johannesburg, staying at an Airbnb. Now, why, you ask? Why? What's going on? So guys, let me update you guys.
I don't know where she came from. Kinda turned me upside down. I just don't know what to do. I wanna spend the night at hers and bring her one of my t-shirts so it smells like her perfume. Now I really get what the love songs are talking about, and I just wanna tell her how I feel, scream it out loud. Have you ever been in love?
So after I had my EPIK interview, passed the interview, I told you guys about it, I did also decide, you know what, let's not just look at EPIK. Let me also send an application over to Taiwan, as well as look to see if I can get another offer to teach in China. So I sent my application through the Teach Taiwan program, but as you guys know, with that program you do need to be a qualified teacher, you do need to have your teaching license, and I've just finished my studies but I haven't received my certificate yet. So because of that, it's not an offer that they can't provide me with an offer until I've graduated and have my certificate. So with Taiwan, in that program, it would be a matter of going to teach there next year. Then I did apply to other Taiwan schools, those language schools or cram schools, I think that's what they're called, but they haven't gotten back to me yet. Then I sent through some applications with China, through some of the recruiters and websites that I know of. I got 3 interviews, passed the interviews, got 3 offers, but the offers are really low. I was being offered your 11,000 RMB, 12,000 RMB, and I was just like, you know, I'm not new to teaching, I'm not new to living abroad, so no. And I know that I have a lot to offer, so no. And on top of that, if you were a white teacher from those specific countries that are outside of South Africa, those offers are very nice. So I was not willing to settle, so I said no. Then I did receive another offer in China, which was better, with a kindergarten. Was ready to sign, but then I was, asking a few questions about what my day-to-day would look like as a teacher in their school. They mentioned something about there's a Chinese English teacher. She would go in, she would teach the students. I would then go after her and then also teach the students. So I was like, okay, are we teaching different content areas? What's going on? They were like, no, you'll be teaching the same thing. She goes in, she teaches, and then you come in and you teach. So in my mind, I didn't necessarily get the point of having 2 English teachers teaching the same content. Maybe to reiterate and to, would serve the students better to be repeating the work twice from 2 different teachers. I don't know the reason behind it, but I wasn't comfortable with it. Just my experience of working in China, I found that it could leave room for, the working relationship between myself and that teacher potentially to not be a great one. And I didn't want to take the chance. So I'm not necessarily looking to work at a school, leave, find another one. I'm wanting to now, stay put in a specific place in a school for a little bit longer this time around. So I was like, nah, let me not take the chance. Let me see if I can find another school. So I was on the Facebook group of South Africans in China, and while I was scrolling through, I did see an offer on there, and I thought, this one is interesting. It seemed like it was a UK school, so I thought, okay, it's not necessarily owned by Chinese solely, so let me check it out and see. So I sent through my application. The recruiter came back to me over WhatsApp and was like, okay, great, we would love to interview you. So I interviewed with him, passed the interview, it went really well. Then I moved on to the second stage, was an interview with the director. That also went well. They then came back to me and said, okay, we would like to make an offer. The offer wasn't necessarily what I wanted, because I had a certain range, so the minimum that I would take, and they didn't meet my minimum. So I was just like, I did try to budge on it, but anyways. But I decided, you know what, if I look at what everything else that they're offering, in terms of they've got some incentive structures in place where you can earn additional bonuses for various things. So I was like, if I count those additional bonuses along with the basic salary that they're giving me, I would then be in the bracket range that I wanted to be in. So I was like, okay, cool, let me take the offer. So after going through that contract and scrutinizing it and asking many questions, please do that. I was then, after getting their feedback on the questions that I had and them just changing, there was one clause that I did not like the way it was worded, and I, sent them a proposal for it to be changed, and they changed it. Signed the contract, sent it to them, and now, as you guys know, after you sign your contract, it now goes to, please send us your documents. I send in the documents. They then apply for the work permit. Now, your work permit obviously allow you to work in China, and you need the work permit in order to apply for the visa. So that's the stage that we're currently in. So they're busy with the work permit application. Now, what they had told me was that it would probably be ready in the next few days, which is why I've moved to Johannesburg, so I'm close to the visa application center. Guys, that advice that I gave you about make sure you have an emergency fund, please do it if you haven't already done it, if you're not abroad. I mean, if you are abroad, even if you're living in South Africa, your home country, it's important to have something called an emergency fund. Money for a rainy day, savings that are going to take care of you when you're unable to work, or something comes up unexpectedly, or there's an emergency in your family or something happening with you that you need money immediately to sort yourself out or sort things out. That's what it's there for, and that's what I've been living on, which has been great. So I'm glad that I took the advice that I was giving you guys. So yeah, but now I'm reaching towards the end of my emergency funds, so I really need to get back to working. So yeah, anyway, I'm giving you guys too much detail. Let's just get back into this video. So yeah, I'm gonna be leaving this Airbnb, and we'll see next week if the work permit is ready. If it is, we'll then go to the visa office in Johannesburg. It's in Sandton. Apply for my visa. It should take, I believe, about 7 working days max, and then once it's out, I can book my flight and we'll be heading to China. So guys, that is the update here, is that I've decided to move to China instead of South Korea, and obviously Taiwan wasn't an option because I didn't get an offer from them. But yeah, guys, if you are looking to teach abroad, just remember that China, South Korea, they're not the only countries, and don't be demotivated that you're sending applications, you're not getting any feedback, you're not getting any offers, or you're not getting good enough offers. Keep applying. Eventually something will come along. If it's meant for you, it will find its way to you. That is what I believe. So yeah, I've really been trusting in God. It hasn't been an easy couple of months because I've been wanting to get back into the classroom many moons ago. So yeah, it wasn't easy waiting and being patient. So God was definitely testing me in that front. But on the brighter side of things, I got to spend time with my family, be at home. So that's been great. So yeah, guys, I've been home in SA. We've loved it. I did also job hunt in South Africa, but I must be honest with you guys, that didn't go very well. That hasn't gone well. If you know, you know. So I was like, screw it, we're going back abroad. So yeah, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you got to this part, I was literally just coming on camera to just update you guys on what's going on, so you guys aren't surprised when you see Instagram video of me going to China or doing China related things. And then also the next couple of videos here on YouTube, because you guys know I'm going to be hopefully vlogging. We'll see how that goes. I haven't vlogged in so long, but yeah, now I'm rambling. Now I am rambling. Guys, I will see you in the next video. Wherever you are, have a good day and a lovely week and weekend wherever you are. Bye.
When you saw her in that dress, when your heart is beating fast and you're